What is up, everyone? It is Austin, and we are back with another episode of my $10 Nintendo Collection series. We've been building up this giant Nintendo collection. We've been going to thrift stores, pawn shops, game stores, finding items that we can buy and flip, and then we're using that flip profit to purchase Nintendo games. Last week we scored on some great Nintendo games at some GameStops, took advantage of some of their sales. We've got 5 games left on our whiteboard, and hopefully this episode we can pick some more up. Not going to talk too much to start off this episode. I think we're just going to jump right into our sales and get on with our game hunting. Here at the Game Showcase, we got 2 really nice sales. So the first one is going to be a PlayStation 4 game that I just recently put on my eBay. I actually got a better copy of this game. I was planning on keeping this, but it's really dirty. I completed it already, and I actually purchased a better copy of this. This one sold for $21, and we got it for, I don't know, $4 or $5 at a pawn shop. The second item is a huge one, actually. It's this Alice Blu-ray, very unusual one, and we sold this one for $63. That is crazy because we picked it up for about $3 at a Goodwill. You still can find very profitable items at the thrift stores. We just made another quick sale, and it's going to be a game down here, this Just Dance 4. We sold this one for $14.50 and picked it up for around $2 or $3 at a Goodwill. We just made another huge sale on a game, and it's going to be this one right here, this Need for Speed Most Wanted, which I just recently put up on eBay. We actually had this for a while, and I was pretty much just waiting for a good time to put it up on eBay because I know we're going to definitely need the funds. And so we sold this one for $67.50 and got it for around $20 to $30 at a game store. So awesome one to be able to pick up and flip. After eBay fees and shipping, this is how much we'll get to add back to the game fund. So this week we're out here at the Midwest Gaming Classic, and right now it's a Sunday, and still people are still setting up. I didn't really get to do much game hunting yesterday, unfortunately, so all the good deals are gone. Hopefully we can find some stuff today for the $10 Nintendo collection. Actually got some GameCube stuff in here. Gonna be looking for stuff obviously for the whiteboard. I think we got Dragon Warrior 2, 3, or 4 on the NES. We've got Tears of the Kingdom. We've got Kirby 64. Pikmin on the GameCube. So we can find any of those. Hopefully we can add them to the collection. I mean, they still have a solid amount of GameCube games over here, which is crazy. We got a bin full of games in here. Hoping to pick up some stuff just from my personal collection as well. This is a really good price on this.
I'll say the same thing I said to him. PS1, PS2, PS3, Xbox, Xbox 360, Wii, DS. I'm looking to dump all that.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna sell it in bulk to somebody at the end of the day.
Oh.
So if there's anything you see that you want, like if it's like a $10 or under game, I'm trying to probably sell it for like $3 or $4.
Looks like they're doing much deals today, so perfect booth for us to find some stuff. 40 on this one. Ooh, a Vita. Nope, I think this is empty. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of stuff is empty.
Yeah, some of them were empty.
Okay. We got Xbox 360. All right, we got one game maybe. This Bionic Command. If we can get this for, I don't know, he was saying $2 or $3. I think this might be one that's worth it. Oh, this is a steel booklet. Steel booklets are always nice. This game too, actually, might be worth it. We'll see. I'm just kind of picking out stuff now. This game actually, we'll have to check up as well. Time Shift looks awesome.
Don't see that one too often. You got a Transformers the game. What does that say? Case and manual only. Alright, so we got a nice stack right here so far. Destroy All Humans 2 looks to be complete. And they actually have some really good prices on these, like $6. You got this Kane and Lynch 2, which is sealed for $15. State of Emergency, one of my favorites. A little bit damaged, but seems to be complete. Actually got 2 of these Lego Star Wars games. Alright, so I'm seeing some pretty nice Xbox original games. Oh, case and manual only. Some Wii games. I'm all set with this handful of games. I guess what could you do on those? So these are a little cheaper.
Yeah, that's his game. Anything that says R on it. I mean, you grab mostly. These are pretty much all over $10 usually online.
Yeah.
You do 4 a piece for all those.
How much would that be? So for a 12, 16, 20, 24, so 25 for all of this. Okay, yeah, that works.
I'll throw that back in there.
All right, so we got 25 for all of these, which isn't exactly what I was wanting. I wanted closer to $3 a piece, but I think this was a perfect getting deals on these though. So yeah, not too bad. So we got another booth over here, and they actually got some deals going on. They have a 5-game rack and buy 5 get 1 free. I actually just spoke to the vendor, and he will allow for me to do 5 for $20. So we would be able to get these for $4 a piece, which is great because we'll be able to get some games for a good deal and pretty cheap. I'm not sure if we'll be able to find any worth putting up on eBay and flipping, simply because it is the second day and these shelves have probably been dug through already. So we got some Wii games up here that we could possibly just pick up and add to our collection. And also a couple of GameCube games. I haven't seen this one before. Pitfall: The Big Adventure on the Wii. It looks terrible though. These graphics are not that great. We got Monsters Inc. I mean, yeah, for $4, I'd say it's definitely worth it. It feels complete as well as check. Yeah, it is complete. I don't think this really holds any value either, but anytime we can get some cheap GameCube games, we got Knockout Kings. Never heard of this game before, but got your boxing. Mary-Kate and Ashley, of course, gonna pass on that. The SeaWorld Shamu's Deep Sea Adventure. Might grab this as well. Haven't really heard much about this game, but again, for $4, and it is complete. Meet the Robinsons. Feels complete as well. You got Happy Feeds and Finding Nemo. Do I really want to grab some of these other Disney games? Probably not. We're gonna dig around some more and see if we can find anything. Harry Potter. I mean, these games are popular too. I'll have to check values on some of these. I know Brute Force is a really good game. A couple of Xbox One games here as well. PS4, if they have any for this sale, that would be great. Gonna pass on this Harry Potter. Doesn't really hold too much value. And then you got this Counter-Strike game, which was a really popular game back in the days, and it is complete. So could be picking this one up as part of the sale. We'll go ahead and check the other side, and they got a bunch of PS1, PlayStation 2 games, a couple of PlayStation 3 games. Don't really see too much. Shrek Treasure Hunt. We got another Shamu's Deep Sea Adventure, but I think that one's probably not worth it. Got Resistance. A Sega Genesis collection is an interesting one. For $5 or $4, it might be worth it. We'll have to check that out. Beyond Two Souls, maybe. Alright, so I think we got our 5 games now. We got the Sonic Ultimate Genesis collection along with Duke Nukem Forever. We'll just go with what we got. I would have thought this game maybe would have had some value. It's a Western shooter game that I've always wanted to check out, but apparently it doesn't. I'm gonna show you guys what else they have here too. Some loose games. So I was speaking with the fella, and he said I was able to do a 5 for 20.
All right, you're all set. Would you like a bag? Okay.
Do we have? Oh yeah.
You're all set.
We're good. Our booth's right over there. But, all right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Not sure how much I'm going to be picking up at this convention, but figured I'll show you guys some stuff that I did find that was really interesting. Stuff that I collect now for my personal collection are things like this, steel booklets of some of my favorite games. We got Lost Planet on the Xbox 360, and it's got 2 discs apparently. The manual and everything. Pretty cool. I mean, nothing too special about this cover. The back looks pretty nice. But yeah, it's some nice quality stuff. I got a good collection of steel booklets nowadays. Where's the damage?
Yeah, it's funny because it's got like some damage, but it's still cool.
That's damage?
We've got it in the living room too long. Sometimes you can find some cool stuff from launches and that.
Where did you guys get this from? Or
Do you know where you got
where is
that?
it
Was
from?
Target? Yeah.
Target?
Target.
From Bob,
Yeah.
my wife works there. She pulled it out of the garbage.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, the last one I saw went for $8.
No, like here. Nobody bought it here?
I literally didn't have it yesterday. I just put it up, so that's why. It probably would have
my
sold
gosh.
yesterday, but I didn't bring it. I honestly forgot
Is
it.
the game
so.
good?
I never
Have you
went
played
through
the
the
game?
second one. He went through the first one.
I played the first one. I tried the second one. I didn't beat it. It just felt like the first game, I think, was my problem. It was a lot of the same
Did you like the
stuff.
first game
I
though?
loved the first game. I loved the first game.
So we got another booth over here, which I was checking out yesterday, and they do have a game that I was looking for, but we're gonna spend some time looking at some other games as well. We got some Vita games, and again, I might pick up some stuff just for my personal collection. $30 on this one. They got some sealed ones, some interesting games like this Chasm limited edition. Some JRPG games. We got this Atlas game, Persona 4 Dancing All Night. Probably gonna pass on that. Super Monkey Ball Banana Split, which I'm not sure if I have that either. There's one game on the Vita that I've been looking for, and it's the Tales of Hearts game, which I just cannot seem to find ever. That's one game that I would absolutely check out because I'm a big fan of the Tales games. So we got some GameCube games over here, but also in this case, some more of the high-end stuff. And I got some games that I'm looking for that are on my whiteboard. And we got actually 2 copies of Pikmin right here. One with manual for 50 and one without it for 40. I think I am gonna pick it up here though.
You want to go?
So the one with the manual, which would possibly do 45 for the one with the manual. 45, that would be great. Cool. So there you have it. We were able to get this one for $45. Another GameCube game off of our list. And yeah, big win with this one. Alright, so I'm walking around and saw some really cool collector items that was debating on picking up, and I think I am gonna grab some of these Assassin's Creed collector editions. You got AC2 and AC3. I think I'm gonna pick up AC2, which they have for $50. They got this cool steel booklet. Until Dawn. We're checking out this booth now, and they got a ton of NES and Super Nintendo games. I think I'm pretty much all set with Super Nintendo. They got a Mega Man X here for $35. But moving along over here, and we're still on the hunt for the Dragon Warrior games, whether it be 2, 3, or 4. We got some of the higher end games over here, some super high Super Nintendo games. Super Mario RPG is only $59 nowadays. But over here, we got this NES games. Some really high value ones. It's awesome to see these out here at these conventions, but we got one game right here, this Dragon Warrior 2. Probably going to be grabbing that for sure from this booth. And $50 is actually a really good price, so we'll see the condition of that. I looked at plenty of other booths already and have not been able to find any of these games, so I'm going to take this the first chance that I can. Okay, cool. Oh wow, this is really clean. Did you have any more Dragon Warrior games?
I think Dragon Warrior 1.
Oh, except for one. I know.
We had
Wow.
the Dragon Quest on DS down there.
Okay. Is this are they usually like, what is the gold?
Different prints.
It's just how it is?
No, I think they changed it some year.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It might have been depending on the manufacturer.
Okay.
I've seen it on I think some of the Mega Man games had that too.
Really? Wow, the cover
Yeah,
looks
we got
sick
Mega Man
though.
2 in
I'm gonna grab
I don't
this
know.
though, but yeah.
I don't know which one's mine.
Yeah.
After a long and tiring day at the Midwest Gaming Classic, I'd say it was a very successful one. Again, I had a video game booth over there, so I was there pretty much the whole day for both days, but I did get a chance to do some game hunting. I wanted to spend some time going over some of the items that I picked up for my personal collection that I may not have shown in the video yet. Just gonna quickly go over all of these additional items and then I'll get into the Nintendo collection. We got Sifu on the Nintendo Switch. Heard a lot of great things about this. I think it's a third-person kung fu fighting game. And we got a steel booklet. Picked this one up for around $30. We did pick up this Lost Planet steel booklet. Looks so nice and very high quality. Also comes complete with 2 discs and the manual, and you got this Xbox Live code in here as well, which pretty sure that's used already. I did get a copy of Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. I've been looking for this game for the absolute longest, and one of the advantages of going to a convention like this is that you can do trades. And at my booth, I actually traded away 2 items to a nice family for this. They really wanted a copy of Avatar on the PlayStation 5. Heard some good things about that game too. And then I also picked up a $10 Coco Melon game on the Switch for their little girl. Next, we got some heavy hitters. We got the Assassin's Creed 2 Collector Edition tin. And it does come with a statue, so I'll show you guys that really quick. Assassin's Creed 2 is easily my favorite Assassin's Creed game and the one that started it all for me. Really enjoyed going through the start of Ezio's journey. He even got this statue right here of him, and it's in pretty new condition as well. I don't know if this has ever been opened, but you got the statue right here. Picked up the Black Flag one too in a previous video, but this is really nice quality, and nowadays I'm just looking to collect these nice collector edition of these games that I really enjoy because it's just a little something additional to having in my collection. But some really good quality stuff. I actually got this collector edition for $50 only, so huge steal with that. And then for our biggest pickup, we got this Days Gone Collector's Edition. Just recently completed the game, and I definitely spent a big chunk of change on this one. I actually purchased this one at the Game Together room or area that they had at the convention. Really nice and friendly people, and they definitely hooked me up with this. We spent $180 on this. Gonna quickly show you guys the statue for this as well. So this was pretty much in like new condition. It's just been pretty much opened, but the game is still sealed, which is great. You got this right here, which looks like a booklet. It says The Art of Days Gone. So you got this nice little art book. I'll show you a little bit of that. Got the Horde at the Mill, along with some drawings and things like that. I mean, the game was beautiful, great scenery, graphics were amazing as well. And then you got the statue, which has not been opened yet. So I'm going to open this with you guys right here. So it's a really nice and detailed statue. Deacon St. John, you got the zombie right here and the motorcycle. Was a pretty big fan of this game. I didn't think it was amazing, but I thought it was still a really fun gameplay wise, graphic wise, and also story was pretty good. And then I'll show you guys the back as well. Got this alert thing right here, evacuation centers. Yeah, so really nice and detailed, as you guys can see. Maybe it's time for me to start removing some stuff up here and start displaying these awesome statues. Alright, so that was all the additional items that we had picked up. Now let's go over our pickups for the $10 Nintendo collection. We went to our first booth, and looks like they were trying to clear out a lot of stuff. They were giving out big deals on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Wii games. So we got a nice handful of games for around $25 there. We got Shaq Fu on the Super Nintendo. Just a really funny, gimmicky game with Shaq in it. It's a 2D fighter, and he's just kind of battling and fighting out with monsters. Next, we picked up some Xbox 360 games, and these were all around like $10 to $15 in value. And we got each of these for around $3 to $4. The first game we got is Bionic Commando, which I don't see too often. I think this is like a spiritual successor to the NES game. But it looks like a fun third-person shooter. You get to traverse through the city with this bionic arm. Next, we got 2 copies of LEGO Star Wars 3 The Clone Wars. I managed to sell this one for the PlayStation 3 for a good amount, and I would have thought this had a little bit more value on the Xbox 360, but no, doesn't really go for too much. If we can't get these to move on eBay, we can still take them to a game store and just trade them in, see what kind of game value we can get for these. We got Stranglehold on the Xbox 360, kind of an uncommon one as well. Take the role of Inspector Tequila from John Woo's influential action film Hard Boiled. So yeah, it must be based off of some kind of movie. Next, we got Destroy All Humans 2 on the original Xbox. To get this for around $3 is a no-brainer. It was complete as well, and just a lot of open world fun playing as this alien. And the greatest thing about it is the 60s era setting that you get to go and torment. And lastly, we just got this Knights game on the Nintendo Wii. Forgot that I had already picked this up in my collection, so I'm not sure how much this value is for. It could be one just for us to flip. At the next booth though, we were able to get 5 games for $4 a piece, which wasn't too bad. Every time I go to these conventions, I'm looking for these awesome deals that these vendors are giving out. The first game we got is Sonic Ultimate Genesis Collection. Thought this one could have had a little bit more value, but anytime you can get a Sonic Collection game like this for cheap, it's a plus. We picked up Duke Nukem Forever for the PlayStation 3, and I actually don't know too much about these games. The key thing as to why I picked it up was because it included a 3D poster and glasses, exclusively at Target, and this game values for around like $15 to $20 with all of this included. We got Counter-Strike on the original Xbox, a very popular first-person shooter game. I didn't really play this game too much either, but just decided to pick it up. And then lastly, we got 2 GameCube games. The first one is this Disney's Monster Inc. Scream Arena. Apparently it's not a good game at all. It's pretty much a dodgeball mini game. That's pretty much the whole game, is just dodgeball. But for $4, we'll definitely take these GameCube games. We got Shamu's Deep Sea Adventures, which is a pretty interesting game. You play as Shamu, this orca whale, and you're in the SeaWorld amusement park. Somehow you get out into the ocean. There's a giant kraken that is attacking you. Bravely duel thousands of dangerous sea creatures. Explore the amazing secrets of the lost city of Atlantis. And then lastly, we couldn't leave without picking up some games on our whiteboard. We got 5 games left, and we got 2 of them here. So the first game we picked up is Pikmin on the GameCube, the classic and first Pikmin game in the series, and a game that I do remember playing in my childhood. You play as Olimar, of course. It's a strategy style game. You got these Pikmin that you pretty much have to control. They can go out and fight creatures for you. They can go pick up these pellets to bring back to your ship, and also your spaceship parts that are kind of laying all over the place. A very unique and fun first party title on the Nintendo consoles. And then last but not least, we picked up Dragon Warrior 2 on the NES. As you would expect, it's an open world RPG style game on the NES. It's a pretty big game too, but you got your turn-based combat, you got your typical fantasy storyline that it follows. I haven't played these games before, but apparently they are very difficult. And I do know they're making some HD remakes on the Nintendo Switch. I think they already made Dragon Warrior 3 and Dragon Warrior 1 and 2 is going to be releasing sometime this year, maybe. But yeah, guys, what a great week it was for us. Let's add all of this to our collection right now, along with crossing off these 2 games. You got Pikmin on the GameCube and Dragon Warrior 2 for the NES, clearing those platforms off. That leaves us off with 3 games left. We still have our 2 N64 games, Majora's Mask and Kirby 64, along with a Nintendo Switch game, Tears of the Kingdom. I had a blast at the convention, and a lot of you guys actually showed up to my booth to greet me, so thank you guys all for the love and support. But that's pretty much all I got for this week. Thank you guys all for tuning in, and I'll see you all on the next one.